you're ready to jump into e-commerce. Awesome. But before you do anything else, we need to talk about the single biggest decision you're going to make. It's the one that separates success from failure. And honestly, it's the number one reason most beginners crash and burn. Today, we're going to make sure you get it right from day one. So what is this huge mistake I'm talking about? Well, it's not about picking a bad product or having a clunky logo. No, the most critical day of your entire e-commerce journey is the day you choose your business model. Most people don't even realize they're making a choice here, and that's exactly where the problems start.
Look, it's not about a lack of passion or hard work. Most beginners fail because they start with a model that is just fundamentally wrong for them. And the result? It's always the same. They lose money, they get frustrated, and then they quit. We're not going to let that happen to you.
Okay, so how do we avoid that trap? We just need to get back to the basics. And I promise this is not complicated. We're just going to break down the two key things you have to understand: how you're going to sell and where you're going to sell. Let's kick things off with the how.
A business model is simply how you sell your stuff, not what you're selling. Think about it like this. Let's say the product is a pair of shoes. Selling them on Amazon is one business model. Selling them through your own Instagram page is a totally different model. And building your own website to sell them? Yep, that's a third model. Same exact product, but three completely different ways of doing business.
So your very first decision about how you'll sell really just boils down to one simple question. How are you going to handle your products? This is the spot where most people get tripped up, so let's make this crystal clear. You basically have two main options here: dropshipping or holding your own stock. You can think of this as the beginner-friendly path versus the expert, high-risk path. Dropshipping is designed for you to learn the ropes with very little risk. Holding your own stock, well, that's a much tougher game to play when you're just starting out.
Okay, dropshipping. It's actually super simple. You're basically the storefront. A customer orders from you, you take their money, and then you use part of that money to pay your supplier. And here's the magic part. The supplier ships the product directly to your customer. You never even have to touch it. The benefits are pretty obvious, right? Almost no financial risk and no garage full of boxes. Now, on the other hand, we have the owned stock model. Here, you have to buy a bunch of products in bulk before you've even made a single sale. So if you buy, say, 50 t-shirts and you only sell 10, well, the money you spent on those other 40 is just gone, tied up in inventory that's not moving.
You get more control for sure, but that upfront investment and the risk are just way too high for a beginner. So let me just say this as clearly as I can. Holding your own stock is not for beginners. Seriously, please protect your money, protect your motivation, and just start with a model that has lower risk. You can always switch to holding stock later on once you're actually making consistent profit.
Okay, so now that you've picked dropshipping is how you'll sell, we need to decide where. This table gives you a quick look at the big three. Amazon has tons of customers ready to buy, but you have very little control. Shopify gives you total control of your brand, but you have to find every single customer yourself. And then there's Instagram, which is this amazing middle ground with tons of free organic traffic. All right, theory is great, but let's make this really practical for you. Because your personal situation, your budget, how much time you have, your goals, all of that determines the best path forward. So in this next part, we're going to get super specific with recommendations just for you.
Okay, if you're a student, listen up. Your absolute best bet is to combine Instagram with dropshipping. Why? Because you probably have more time and creativity than you do cash, right? This model needs almost no money to start, it taps into the free organic reach of things like Reels, and you don't even need a website to start making sales.
But hey, maybe you're a working professional. Your goals are probably a little different. You're likely looking to build a real, long-term brand, an actual asset. For you, combining Shopify with dropshipping is perfect. It gives you 100% control to build a legit brand, and you can automate a ton of the work, which makes it totally manageable alongside a 9-to-5 job.
So what if you have absolutely zero money to invest? Is it even possible? Yes, for sure. You can use Instagram to sell drop-shipped products, or even sell digital products that you create yourself. You can run the entire business right from your DMs and Reels, making sales without spending a single rupee on ads or a website. It can be done. This brings us to the million-dollar question, or in this case, the 10,000 rupee question. How much money do you really need to get started? Well, the answer is probably a lot less than you think. You can realistically get your start in e-commerce with a budget anywhere from 0 to about 10,000 rupees.
Let's break those numbers down. For under 2,000 rupees, you can get that Instagram model up and running.
If you've got between 3 to 5,000 rupees, you can properly test out a dropshipping product. And for around 10,000, you can get a basic Shopify store set up. But the main takeaway is always the same. Start small, prove that your idea works, and then you can scale up. All right, we've covered a ton of ground. We've looked at the big mistakes, we've laid out all the different paths you can take. Now let's pull it all together into one simple, clear, actionable plan to get you started on the right foot.
Here it is, the absolute best path for a beginner. Step 1, choose the dropshipping model to keep your money safe. Step 2, pick your platform. Go with Instagram for a fast and free start, or Shopify if you're serious about long-term brand building. Step 3, and this is so important, choose only one product to start with. And finally, step 4, focus all of your energy on that one platform. Don't try to be everywhere at once.
And I want to leave you with this one thought, because it's probably the most important rule when you're starting out. Focus is your superpower. Master one single path before you even think about trying something else, because one successful store is infinitely better than 5 half-baked, failed experiments.
So now the ball is in your court. You've got the roadmap, you understand the options, and you know the traps to avoid. The only question left is the one you see right now. What's your model going to be? Just make a decision. That's the most important step you can take today. Thanks for tuning in.